Well, now that's gone, I'll give you guys a little update on what we're doing. The Cummins motor is kind of just waiting. I'm still waiting on some parts to get in. The turbo did just come in this afternoon. I'll show you that real quick. There she is. Nice big ugly turbo. I mean beautiful turbo. That is what we're doing to this tractor. I thought from a couple years ago we had park linkage came loose and it got stuck in park. So I thought maybe we had some park troubles because, well, occasionally, like when I was grain carting last fall, I was parked on a little bit of an incline running the auger, and the auger wagon sitting there kind of bouncing, you know, like they do. And it ratcheted forward a little bit, and it scared the shit out of me because I was standing up here on the dual watching the semi while we were filling, and she kind of ratcheted forward a little bit. So I thought maybe the park gear was broke or the park paw was broke. So we tore all that apart, and there was a massive amount, probably like a ½ inch of dirt built up on top of the transmission, and we cleaned all that shit out of there. Anyway, took the top cover off the range of the transmission, the high-low reverse area, pulled it out and noticed, hey, that paw is not at all broke. I'll show you that again here real quick. So there's the paw. As you can see, it's not broke at all on either spot. So I thought, well, shit, what's the matter with it then? Well, all that dirt on top of there wasn't allowing this, probably wasn't allowing this to come down all the way. I've got a nut in there right now keeping it out of park, otherwise that paw would snap forward. Anyway, there was enough dirt in there, I suspect, that caked up dirt, kind of like this crap is here, is just so thick and hard that it wouldn't engage fully. So it would kind of grab, but it wouldn't be safe to try and leave it on a hill. Also, this year we noticed driving down the road with the grain cart on, you know, it would just fall out of high side. Like, what the heck? That's not normal. So this right here is the high side. This is your shift arm essentially. But underneath here, we're supposed to have some teeth, some cogs that line up with that. These holes line up with the little pins there on that right side. And if I can get my fingers in here, we'll pull this one over. There, now she's kind of in place, and she just bounces back and forth in them teeth. Well, I noticed that she's missing the bushing, the little roller on that inside one. There's one on the outside. So I'm like, well, what the heck? So that's essentially just allowing that thing to slop back and forth like that, so it would fall out of high side or low side. And I've also had trouble with this arm. I cannot keep this guy tight. We've tightened it in mid-season, and we've tightened it again here before harvest. So we're going to replace this whole arm right here. It's got both these on it, and get the new little bushing or roller, whatever the heck you want to call that guy there, for the inside one. So that'll all be tightened up. I'm really lucky that this spring didn't fall off. A lot of times you pull this cover off, that spring, it just slides off of there like that, and it didn't fall off. It was just sitting there. So that was kind of nice. But anyway, we're going to get that new roller and shaft and everything put in there. As you can tell, we're kind of going through major shop cleanup right now, just waiting on parts to get in. Everything's a stinking mess. So otherwise, the other tractor was in here after the backhoe and 1070 were in here. We pulled the other one in just like this, but it's one that's got the new tires on the inside. There wasn't a lot of stuff to do to it. We just did the new headliner on that one and this one, and then we went ahead and did the cab interior all the way around. We did not put a new floor mat in that one. We're still running the old aftermarket one. This is the original floor mat. It's still in pretty good shape. I mean, yeah, it's kind of flaking, but it's really good at the moment. It's got the insulated carpet underneath that, whatever that big thing is there. This is just the carpet piece. I really don't want to get rid of it. It's still, I mean, it's original, it's good shape. This one's going to get new radio and speakers. This one has the factory radio in it. It's sitting up on the top, I think. But it worked. It was nothing wrong with it. I kind of want the Bluetooth to be in all the tractors. The Balin tractor's got the Bluetooth radio, and the other one that was just in here, it's also got the Bluetooth. But the speaker on that right side was kind of crapping out. Come to find out, the mouse had chewed the majority of the speaker backing out, and that's why it was crapping out. So we put both new speakers in that tractor, and then this one's getting both new speakers and a new radio, so they'll all be Bluetooth. They all have the same function, same button. I don't have to look at them. I can just reach up. I know where the button is. Also, that tractor got the new pocket panels from Fair Cabs, I think it was. Where's the old one? Oh, here it is. We got the old one over here. Well, this is what the old pocket used to look like on that tractor, and this is all falling off. It's all crapping out, and we may just have this restitched sometime in the future. This is quite a nice pocket. I kind of wish the other kit, because they have a big panel that's got like a stretchy strap that goes around the back of it, and so it only opens up like that, and then it's a hard front face instead of a flexible pouchy pocket like this one is. I like these a little better, but no one's making those at the moment. And then we also, because we did the rest of the interior, I didn't like the door trim piece. The little sides are all hanging out all the way around on that other tractor. So we went ahead and replaced those. And those come as the same type of basket weave fabric as the interior. Same color, be red, both of them. This one's not terribly bad yet. I'm probably going to take some glue and see if I can't pull this around up top here and just kind of re-glue it. And obviously we're not replacing these pockets, but this one's gonna have all new interior. I already did the headliner. Let's crawl up here real quick and show you what that looks like. She's really nice. I did a really good job on this one. Only got 2 little wrinkles right there in the back. Not a major deal. The other one, I kind of got it messed up a little bit right here, and it's got a couple wrinkles. It's not a major deal, but it just, I mean, I kind of like them to be really nice when you put them in. And this one's better by a long shot. I got all the little cutouts for the screws and everything just perfect. And then once we get this put in, then we can go ahead and finish the interior, but I don't want anything to be falling in there at the moment. We're waiting on stuff, so that's just gonna have to wait. And then I was waiting on the new seats for the other tractor as well. So we decided just to pull it out. That's out of my baling tractor. That's what they kind of look like. But I thought, man, we're putting new interior in. Let's look at this. This is what they kind of do. You swing in, move your foot around the pedals, and move your leg around the steering wheel, and it just wears the front of the seats out all the time. Man, that's kind of crappy looking. But I thought, man, are they... Holy cow, I thought, man, that's really red. Are they supposed to be that color all around? So, looking on the internet, Abilene Machine sells new seat cushions. And I thought, holy shit, man, that is really nice. That's the backing plate, the backrest, and there's the seat cushion down underneath there. So that's going in the other tractor. This tractor's got a Grammer spring seat, so I'm not going to do anything with it. It's fine. It's not torn up or nothing, but yeah, anyway, there it is. Here's the Grammer seat. Man, so quite a lot of stuff going on. It's just hurry up and wait type situations a lot of times with waiting on different things. Oh, I didn't know I needed this, so now we're waiting on that kind of shit. Minor things, not a lot of servicing going on at the moment. We're just kind of purdying up new interiors, and I've got an oil leak here in the front transfer case. We're going to get that fixed up before it leaves. I think that's just an O-ring. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on. I plan on getting this Cummins project back underway here in the next day or two. As soon as this thing can get out, I'm going to be pulling the truck in that's going in. We're going to get that thing ripped out. That's going to be probably 3 or 4 week process getting that converted, getting all this put into that other truck. Yeah, it's kind of amazing what you can do with a few different pieces. Anyway, it's kind of a sad day to see that 2394 leave, but again, like I said, we're not using it enough. We can use those dollars somewhere else on the farm. So. Well, there it is, guys. That's the last of the 6.0 in the Ford. It's a good running engine. I always wanted, my father-in-law always wanted to put Cummins in it. So we got the opportunity to do her, so we're going to do her. I mean, comes with a lot of work too, but anyway. Oh man, it's getting late. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I just got that anteater out of the shop. There's some rain supposed to be coming through tomorrow. So we're trying to get everything in the shop before it starts raining, and the mud driveway is just a complete mess when it starts raining. And a customer brought down this Gale skid loader, something like a head gasket or something, I don't know, something's messed up with it. So we're gonna get that shoved in here real quick and put it right here. We can kind of use the cherry picker in the middle, and hopefully the skid loader won't be here long, because like I said, I'm thinking that's going to be about a 4-week process getting that switched out. So in case you guys didn't see before, we'll look at the valve covers here again real quick. Come on, open up here, babe. It's getting a little dirty, got some dust on it. But anyway, I took the fuel door off the old box that we got sitting down here, and this is my first real look at it. I mean, well, I guess the light's hitting on it kind of funky. It's maybe a little bit darker, but once we get her stuffed under the hood, maybe it'll, I mean, that's pretty dang close. And this is super dirty from being in the machine shed. Shit, I haven't run it since probably December. So it's been sitting at least 6 weeks. And the old flatbed, them Bradford builds, them are just junk, and things are rusting out. I know, repaint it, that's what you're probably gonna say, but you know, the first year we had this truck, and we bought it, I think, in like 06, maybe 07. Anyway, father-in-law did all this setup for his road construction stuff he's doing. He was so disappointed the first year. He took it back to Bradford, and they repainted it. And I thought, man, that'll be good. Well, shit. The next winter, it was starting to flake off, and them big fucking chunks, just disgusting. So a couple years later, the father-in-law and I sanded the whole thing down with some, you know, some good sanding things on the grinders, and we put this rust eater stuff on there. It's supposed to be a really good product, and then we painted it. Man, that shit didn't last either. A couple years later, I mean, just look at this. It's just huge rust pockets. Rusting out. You can't even use this hinge anymore because she's really re-welded them a couple times. When I took over and started running this, the father-in-law passed in 15, and the truck sat because it needed heads and some other stuff. Well, it sat until 19, and then we fixed the heads and did all that shit to it. Anyway, the cross members underneath the bed were just gone. They're just completely rotted out. You can see that hole there. So anyway, I came in with some replacement channel iron and put new cross members up underneath of it. It's just, man, they're just junk. I don't know. And these are brand new toolboxes I put on the same time area. Early 2020, I think, is when I put those on. And they're even starting to, they're not bad yet, but I mean, obviously the tires are throwing fucking shit all over them and got the paint all ripped off. But anyway, as far as the truck goes, it's pretty good shape, I think. Hope there's a little bit of rust starting there. Need to have that looked at. That'll probably cost a couple $1,000 bucks. But other than that, the truck's really in pretty darn good shape. Never been really chipped much. The father-in-law put a economy chip on it because he wanted a little better mileage running around, and he never pulled the trailer. He always just had the bed loaded down with an air compressor and generator and that kind of stuff, you know, tools. So he always had a lot of weight on it, but he never pulled anything. But anyway, so the engine's in really good shape now. We've spent a lot of money keeping this engine going in the last 2.5, 3 years, between the heads and, you know, injectors and glow plugs and control monitors and H-pop pump, and I mean, just anyway. So it's a good engine. I've got a lot of faith in it. It should last, you know, whoever gets it, a lot of miles yet. So I am gonna sell that thing. I got a couple guys kind of interested in it. Not really sure when that's going to be out and be really available though, so because I'm going to have to take some of the wiring harness to make the Cummins work. It's got the swap helper kit from DCS. Anyway, that's enough janting for tonight. We'll kind of keep you tuned as we go along here in this video. We got 5 minutes in and I've just done nothing but explain. So anyway, yeah, let's get that other skid loader stuffed in here quick so I can get to bed. And there's a skid loader stuffed in. We got to work on it a little bit yesterday. We tore the head off, looked at the valve cover, or the head gasket. Couldn't really see anything on the head gasket. They said it was coming out kind of, you know, in this vicinity right here. Couldn't see anything wrong with the head gasket. I mean, it's just an old head gasket. Nothing wrong with it. It's just old. So I got to looking at the head. I couldn't see anything in this area as far as cracks. I don't see anything wrong with the block. I said, hey man, are you sure it was coming from up here and not from under here where the water pump could be going out? It's right underneath here is the weep hole. He says, well, I guess I don't know what could have been. Well, anyway, we put some water in it. You know, it was spinning on the water pump gear and had to put some water back in it to get it to do anything. You can see the water kind of pumping up there when I spin her a little bit. And I'll be damned, she was dripping out the bottom of the water pump. So, yeah, we tore the head off and all it needs is a water pump. Oh well. It's only a couple $100 gasket set, I guess. But anyway, it'll be fixed up. I know what you're waiting for. You want to see the truck, right? Well, here we spent... holy smokes, look at that. What is that, a 6.0? I don't know, man. We had to really tear the shit out of that to be able to get it out of the truck. Obviously the turbo and everything, but then the oil filter and feed, because you got to have this thing right tight, and it's rubbing the firewall when you're trying to get her up out of there. Whoa, man, that's a different looking truck now, isn't it? So we've got about 8 hours or so getting the engine out of it, kind of working on it here and there. I guess it was only 2 nights ago when I got the truck in here. So we're doing pretty good. That's all supposed to stay. We don't need to do anything with the tranny other than move it rearward to the other spot in the frame where the crossmember goes. Front drive shaft, they said, shouldn't have to be lengthened, but the rear shaft, obviously, we're going to have to shorten it to allow the transmission and everything to go backwards. So, now she's still sitting over there like she was 2 nights ago, and I got to get a few things, but not a lot. We're pretty much ready to set that guy in there. We just got to get the mounts put on it, obviously get this off the cherry picker, and get it set in there. And we're coming along a little quicker than I thought we was going to, so maybe this won't be a 4-week project. Anyway, I'm going to call this a wrap on this video, guys. Kind of keep the suspense going a little bit. And, yeah, we're, the hired guy here, he's been a fucking big help getting this guy out. Just busting our butts trying to keep it moving. So, anyway, stay tuned for the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.